Okay, for homework 321, I'd like you to write down this whole problem, try it first, and then check it against mine. And then when you check your work, make sure your work matches mine and write down the 3 words to show me that you listen. So this one's going to have you dilate it, reflect it, and then slide it, translate it. So dilate, remember, if you dilate it by a number less than 1, that means you're dividing. If that was dilating by the whole number 2, that would be timesing by 2. But since I'm writing it as a fraction, that means I'm dividing each number by 2. What I'd like you to do is be able to write down those coordinates and be able to do it that way. So A is the 0.48. B, if I look at it, that's the 0.84. And then C, if I look at it, C is 4, 4. Do the dilation perfectly first, which means each coordinate for X and Y, I'm not timesing by 2, I'm dividing by 2. Timesing by a half is the same as dividing by 2. That's a math 1 concept you'll be looking at. Dividing by 2 is the same as timesing by a half. Dividing by 2 is the same as timesing by the reciprocal of 2. So what happens is my new coordinates for A becomes the 0.24 when I divide both those numbers by 2. The new B, if I divide by 2, gives me 4, 2. And then the new C divided by 2 gives me 2, 2. So plot that first. First word is red, red. So here I go. 2, 4 is the new A. The image A. 4, 2 over 4. I'm sorry, did I do this wrong? Yep, I graphed that first one wrong. Let's redo that. So over 2 up 4 would be right here. Sorry about that. Over 4 up 2 is the new B. And then over 2 up 2 is the new C. So there's the triangle after it's been scaled down by a half, dividing by 2, made it smaller, shrunk it down. Then what I'm going to have you do is take that triangle and then reflect it. So first step, dilate it down. Make sure you write it in the right place. Make sure you did the math right. Second step is to take that blue triangle and reflect over the y-axis, which is this one right here. This is the y-axis. So if I reflect over the y-axis, equal distance. If that one is 2 to the right, the new one in blue is going to be 2 to the left. That's C double prime. A is 2 to the right. The new A double prime, 2 to the left. B is 4 to the right. B prime is going to be 4 to the left right here. B double prime. That is the triangle after it's been reflected over the y-axis. Second word is shoe. Shoe. Then what I want you to do is take that and move it 4 right and 7 down. I'm going to move the whole triangle 4 right, 7 down. Start with C. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here is going to be the new C. C triple prime. I could take every point right 4, down 7, or I could just put the other coordinates where I know they will have to be if I just do a slide. And again, I'm not reflecting, I'm just moving that 4 to the right and then 7 down. So here's my pre-image right here. Write this on your paper. This is image 1 right here. This is image 2. This is image 3. One day, knowing that in Math 1 next year, you will have to be smart with your points, which means if you look at this first point A, that started off at 4, 8. But then when I dilated it down, the new A was those points divided by 2, 2, 4. And then when I reflected that over the y-axis, the new A double prime had the same number for y, but the opposite number for x. That's how reflections work. If you reflect over the y-axis, the y number stays the same, but the x one oppos. If you reflect over x-axis, the x stays the same, y oppos. And then the last one was me doing a translation to get to A double prime. Let's do that in green. And I got that one by taking -2 and adding 4, and taking 4 and taking away 7 to get my new coordinate. -2 plus 4 gives me 2. And then 4 minus 7 gives me -3. So that is that point right there, 2, -3. So you can see when I do a dilation, it affects the coordinates that way. I times by a half, or I'm dividing by 2 on those. When I do a reflection, the points stay the same, but one of them opposites, depends on the axis you're reflecting over. And then when I do a translation, I'm adding the right and the up or down number to the coordinate. All right, third word is black. Black. Hopefully you got this work and those 3 words. Hopefully you got those labels on there. Good luck.